They are one win away from securing the region's second European Masters title.
Dominant across the board, but you know, this time around, LDLC being that number 2 seed, looking to change that, and you know, this right now being up 2 wins in your best of 5. If you win this one, you're taking it all home. Much like Misfit style, it could be a 3-0 sweep.
And honestly, I think that we've been very evenly matched. Both of these teams could have taken either of those games. A lot of it came down to some individual moments as now Pukki gets focused down. There is the flash already. Tinks is here, as is Mateo, as Yellow Star is taken very low. That's all that Schlatter needed to do. Just prevent this gank from happening. Just be a little bit safe as the Drowsy does land, but I don't think Mateo's going to be able to convert him. Yeah, Matislaw making his way down, and Schlatten uses that opportunity to bounce back in. Mateo taken low. He has the flash available. One flash. Good knock-up onto Matislaw. The chains will land, but Tinks should be able to escape, and goodness gracious, at the end of that, Foxy, no one dies.
You've got that slow coming from the Winter's Bite, you've got that stun with the concussive blows, and then you have knock-up, especially flash knock-up. It just still doesn't work, and now, look who's in trouble.
He's just dead, mate. First blood over to Pukki. He's been having a tough time in the lane, and Hades gets punished. Backing on a ward, disrespect back as Raxo converts with Pukki.
The immortal Hades not looking so immortal right here. 100% of the entire game's deaths. Again, I know it sounds like I'm kind of memeing, but genuinely, he had like 6 or 7 games in a row where he did not die. And his support was playing Bard, like perma roaming. It's not like he's being babysat.
Alright, it's a Dragon now, and you can see Mateo just gets eyes on Schlatten. Tinks might be able to dive over here. Matislaw is coming, Pukki there also. And Tinks maybe going to go over it. He will not find it. It will get secured. And now Tinks on the other side of the wall, maybe forced to flash out of this. Knock up onto Matislaw. Comboed the CC. That was sexy from LDLC. And Mateo pick up the kill.
Gonna go for that first blood tower. You know, just like that, sure, you lose the dragon, but you got... This is a pretty good make-up prize instead.
Yeah, and actually takes them to the gold lead for the first time in this game. LDLC edge it out with about 100 gold in their back pockets. They're even going to get the second charge, which is always really nice. Those stories of Matislaw and, you know, and Schlatten, and although I say that, Mateo may be looking to punish Schlatten here for a bit of a cheeky little invade onto the Raptors. He'll escape, and Matislaw will be there. Oh! So close. I mean, he's probably saying not even close, baby, but that was very close for Mateo. Yellow Star's going to see Raxo here. He'll be able to dodge away from the binding. And just as Pukki picks up the turret, that gives me a nice time to reflect back on Pukki, who has now got a pretty sweeping CS advantage over his opponent. He's in such a strong position overall. And when the poster boy for Kick needed to step up, he's having a great laning phase. Now I say that, Bando actually takes the first turret versus Ibo here. Tinks is ready to capitalize. That is the Righteous Glory coming through, and they will have that true damage coming out from Bando if he can find it. The knockup is there, the flash available for Ibo if he needs it, but maybe holding on to it for just a little bit too long. In the meantime though, he just gets taken so low, Bando overcommits, and suddenly LDLC are there and getting wiped by Kick as Pukki finds a double, just as I mentioned the poster boy, just as I mentioned him having the game that he needs to save Kick from potential championship point. He finds a triple in an excellent skirmish for Kick. I don't want to discount Bando right now. He's actually pretty strong in that top lane on this Cho'Gath, but I mean, I say that, Pukki is just in such a strong spot. Matislaw picks up the kill. Great binding from Raxo, and this sets up the third dragon nicely for Kick.
Yeah, third dragon, it's another Ocean Soul. Third game in a row. Someone's rigged this, man. That's a powerful, powerful dragon to have. And yeah, so Soul Point now again. And this third dragon has always been huge in both these games. It puts a lot of pressure on the team who doesn't have the dragon to then force the contest.
You can kind of see why, you know, a lot of people say, oh, red side draft, you want to get a counter pick mid, you want to get a counter pick top. Kind of see why the counter pick support has worked out so well for Kick in this game. That Morgana has been the thorn in LDLC's side for a lot of these engages and a lot of these skirmishes, as well as the fact that I genuinely feel like burning flash of the Tinks at like level 1 had such a huge impact in his ability to actually impact these lanes.
Yeah, that really was like, you've got that early game playmaker, and you're kind of you're already putting him down, then yeah, that's always going to end well for your team.
So there was an in-game pause essentially, and we dealt with it, and we managed to just keep the game flowing naturally. So that disconnect didn't actually happen. He's still in the game. He's still there, ready to go. We just dealt with it in a pause, and we have that delay for competitive integrity on the stream. Actually being champions, which would be, you know, a nice journey for them over the 2 years of European Masters.
That is good poke, as this Ocean Dragon is about to spawn, and this will be really huge.
Oh, Schlatten goes for the kick, but he doesn't convert it. And Tinks is now on the back line to Pookie Style, who trades back nicely. The Moonlight Vigil not quite there. Bando does punish. Oh! Viteo! He finds the angle. Grade A in trigonometry for him as he gets the kill onto the most important member of Kick. Pookie Style goes down. Now Matislav flashes out of certain death too. LDLC, again, save it when it matters most.
What is it about this series and these crazy fights happening around the 4th dragon? We're going to see Viteo's going down as well. Did LDLC even get this dragon down?
I think Ibo dies here, though, unfortunately. He should. Nope, never mind. Doesn't go down. Bando's going to try and chase this up. Yeah, he will.
He's done.
Matislav dives over the wall. He looks for it. He won't get it. And Bando, the most unlikely of carries for LDLC, comes away with a double.
Crazy fights happening when the team is on soul point. Slatan here wants to go for a little bit more, but he has to be careful. You're by yourself, buddy. Pookie Style is on the way. Here he comes.
Oh, and Tinks finds it as well. Here comes Pookie Style. He's ready to work with Schlatten. Bando on the front line, though. They are just desperate to find the kill. Pookie is huge, as you said. The ultimate comes through, and Bando has to dive away. Pookie can't find the kill as Yellow Star is forced to use the stopwatch to buy some time for his team. They are just trying to delay this soul as best they can. Hades will start it up with Tinks. Can Pookie Style defend this by himself?
Yeah, Ibo's coming in. He's got those home guards coming through as well. Pookie Style doesn't want to get this up, but there's a smite advantage over to LDLC.
They will get it and they stop it. Ibo now there does not have flash available, and here comes Bando looking for it. The Drowsy's landed. The Drowsy's bloody landed, boys! And he finds the kill onto Pookie Style once more. LDLC, they are nailing the hopes of the Polish region to the wall right now with just an insane comeback around the most important dragon of the game. And it's going to be Bando doing his best on that front line. He's unkillable, it feels like, for the rest of Kick. Tinks and Viteo will back off. Bando's doing what he can to buy some time to allow Viteo to trade back. Ibo feels very difficult to kill too. But that is a big win for LDLC.
Especially in this game, getting so many good picks. Nothing could be more important than right now.
Bando just being that front line that his team needs. Here comes the ultimate from Maokai around the Baron. And again, Bando just taking the damage. He's the one that's pushing forward. It's a nice rupture to start things off, but no one else there for LDLC to capitalize as Bando gets taken very low. There's the ultimate coming out from Misfortune. The bullet time will not have the impact that it needs, and Pookie Style finds the shutdown onto the LDLC top laner.
Pookie Style really big on that Aphelios. Yes, he was struggling in the previous fight because he got taken down by the pick from LDLC. But when you're able to fight front to back, when you're able to use the front line, they're
going to have to look to try and take it as Matislav dives over onto Viteo, trying to stop that back from occurring. It's a good back to stop as the damage comes down onto Raxo. Bando on the front line again. He needs the follow-up though. Yellow Star is there. Bando finds Schlatten immediately, and now Ibo on the back line doing what he can to lock Bando up. Yellow Star takes to the front line. Hades takes to the front line, trying to support their top laner when it matters most. Pookie Style caught out. Pookie Style is going, but dies eventually to Tinks. This is the fight that LDLC needed again, and they pull it out of the bag once more around the dragon. They somehow do it time and time again. It is a clean ace for LDLC and a double kill and a Baron now for the French team.
Kick is still losing these team fights despite having that mega strong AD carry. It really goes to show just how much work LDLC are able to put out in that front line. Bando especially is basically unkillable in these fights. He is so incredibly tanky. I'm shocked, honestly, at seeing it. And because of the true damage that comes through with his ulti, he's still able to put out a lot of damage. He was able to pick up Schlatten right in the beginning of that fight. We'll see.
Oh, Bando, he's in a bit of an aggressive spot right now. Doesn't really feel like LDLC are there to support him this time round as he gets dragged back into the team from Kick. He gets taken very low, very low. The bullet time is big, though. That's a huge angle found by Hades, and now he's trying to take on the rest of Kick by himself. He already gets a kill onto Schlatten, flashes away. The man himself, he's been having a tough game, but he's had 2 huge team fights in a row, and LDLC look like they are in the commanding spot to take the second Drake of their game. They'll get another 2 kills. LDLC, how do they do this, Foxdrop?
But every single time LDLC finds something, this time it was that Misfortune ultimate. Hades, who's had a pretty quiet game, now sitting there with that big gold bounty, getting up there in the items as well, and doing huge work on that Misfortune.
I mean, it is... Oh, that's a lot of damage coming down here. Maybe Kick find their way back in. I mean, Yellow Star was big,
Oof.
but Pookie Star picks up the kill onto Hades right now. It's been a good game for this man. He's itemized well. He's itemized for his team too as he finds... Look how much damage, look how much time he buys. Yeah. When they look for these powers. And that's another bullet time coming out. Ibo taking the brunt of the beating on the front line. I mean, just look at Bando. He's just untouchable. He's just lost about 10% HP as Ibo gets taken low by Hades. Will eventually pick up the kill, and now they're going for the push onto the inhibitor turret here, Foxdrop.
Yeah, no, Ibo's going down here. He must be getting some really awful flashbacks.
Not looking good. They've already lost that bot lane inhibitor. Schlatten dives in. He's looking for the kick onto Hades, who gets taken low, and Pookie Style converts. Mateo trades one back. But, I mean, just look at Bando! Look at him! You can't bloody touch him! He's just on the back line by himself. He's not going down, and the rest of LDLC are free to do as they please. They're going to take another inhibitor here, and they are so close to closing out this series.
Pookie Style is able to put some dents in the Cho'Gath. The thing is, it takes so... What are you doing, bruh?
They're looking for him. I mean, they just pick up Pookie Style here. Now Matislaw's the target. He gets taken solo. Oh, he shuts down Mateo. That might be crucial in keeping Kick alive as now Matislaw dives back and forth. Ibo is there to defend, but it is a 3 versus 1. The third Ocean Drake is being started up here by the LDLC roster. I really feel like Kick, they're desperate for this thing. They're desperate for it as a win condition, as the kick onto Tinks back into the fight. That's going to be the immediate kill onto Ivo, who has been less than stellar this game so far. He has been very difficult for him to match up against this Cho'Gath in terms of damage output. Pookie Style trades one back onto Yellow Star. Schlatten now so low. I mean, Hades goes down to Matislaw, but Schlatten is dead. That's the most important thing. The third Ocean Drake finished up by LDLC, and it's an even fight, but another denial of a huge win condition that Kick can cling to. They're going to utilize a dead Schlatten to go for this Baron, and maybe that's enough to back off the teleport coming through. Bando's keeping it alive, though. Bando's keeping it alive on to Ibo, who is drowsy now on top of the Zoe, who's popped that Zonya's Hourglass to kick things off. Now Ibo taken very low, and again, Bando looking for the opportunity to chunk him down. Tinks now very low, will die to Pookie Style, and I think Bando will trade back here. They'll trade 1 for 1 at the end of the day, but that is a jungler going down around the Baron, and that is a very dangerous thing.
The observers. This bot lane is constantly pushing in because there are no super minions. There's no inhibitor, so they're just super minions here. And when your bot side's pushing in, it makes it really hard to defend things on the top side of the map, like the Baron. So Kick's definitely going to be up against it for that.
Schlatten may be looking for the steal, but you have to go up against the secondary smite of Bando to make this work. Maybe Bando feels confident in his smiting abilities. They're trying to zone them away. They're trying to keep it a level, keep it at a point where Tink can actually join the fight. And Schlatten gets taken so low, but Teo doing his best to force the jungler out. He's already pushed way out. He dies before he even gets there. And LDLC, they're in such a strong position. Oh my word. Disaster for Kick, disaster for the Polish region. It is a complete whitewash of this fight, a clean ace, and quite surely the game and the championship for LDLC.
That's going to be the series. The French team, they don't have much more standing in their way. They're TPing into the base. Here come LDLC.
And it's been a long time coming, Foxdrop. Playing through 4 separate EU Masters competitions, the LFL squad have finally proven to the rest of Europe they are capable of greatness. And greatness they have achieved. The hype is real. LDLC are your European Masters.